I'm in here. Ta-da. Ta-da. Get out of there. Shut that down. Open this up. Alrighty, what's going on, everybody?
How do you win at business?
Chilling.
I
Wish I had like a little streaming video
meeting,
or something that I had set up that, like, you know, like an intro
for yourself.
right? Let's get a sound check in here. SWAT member, what's good? Chilling. Word. I'm just kind of fooling around with some newer stuff. I feel creative today. Let me make sure this bitch is in tune. I feel creative today, bro. Figured I'd kick a little guitar because I haven't played in a little while before I hop on the Monster Hunter, because the Monster Hunter has been sucking my life away. And I've been neglecting this beautiful, beautiful girl right here. Ain't that right, honey?
That's right. Don't be an asshole.
About time for new strings again, bros. This time I should be proactive and get strings before I break one. Huh? Wouldn't that be beneficial? Wouldn't that be a little better? I've been seeing everybody on that game. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm going to tell you what, though. The menu is it's got a bit of a learning curve, you know. But I mean, I'll help you out if you want to hook up with me. The best advice I can give a new Monster Hunter player is collect everything. Collect anything and everything you can get your hands on. Even if you don't understand what it is, just get it anyways, because later on, when you start figuring out the details of how to make things and how to do things, you'll be thankful that you already have a stockpile of this shit. What's that game about? Well, it's kind of like a new world. With, you know, imagine if there was no civilization, it was just all kind of like the dinosaurs still existed. But we as humans, we're civilized. You know what I mean? We have total thought process and whatnot. So basically, what we try to do is, as people, we try to observe. We try to preserve and observe nature in its habitat. So what we do is we take down these monsters, or we guide monsters to different areas, or things like that, in order to make things better. I don't want to go ahead and give the whole plot away. I'm really, I probably sound like I'm not making sense, and that's because I'm trying to tiptoe around spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm trying to tiptoe around them spoilers, because the whole point of the game is that you're trying to do something, and then when that thing happens, it creates a brand new ecosystem in the game, and from there, the game just really takes off. You got all these new monsters start popping out, all these high-level monsters that you've already faced start popping out. It's fucking badass. It's kind of like Shadow of Colossus, but multiplayer. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. That's pretty much what we got. Hey, why don't you keep it down over there? Huh?
Where will you be when the whole world comes together?
That's a fucking hard one, dude. Oh, Riff, what up, man? Sorry, I'm totally... Riff Raff, I need you to clean. Clan, can I use your shower? Yeah. Hospitable, bro. Lyrical Mass. It's good. I need your shampoo. I don't use any shampoo, bro. I don't use any. But you're free to use my soap. Just if you're gonna use my soap, use a washcloth, you know, for your nuts. Don't put my soap on your nuts, please. And everything will be alright. Lyrical Mass, bro. In the building. I'm just doing my thing like you do, bro. You already know. Only I play guitar and you freestyle, man. We both just kind of tune everything out. You know what I'm saying? I just tune it all out and it's just me and this instrument. Just like you and your lyrics. That's it. You tune it all out. Just you and your lyrics. I know exactly what that feeling is like. Does it nut sweat? Does it your nut sweat on it? I want to rub that bar soap on my face. Well, bro, I mean, if that's how you feel, we might be able to arrange something without the soap. You know what I'm saying? You picking up on my drift? But, can I show you something lyrical? Are you still here? Lyrical? My boy, I want to show you something. Salute, Jelly Jungle. What's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good one. I am, man. I'm feeling all right. Getting good grades. Future's so bright. All right, so... yeah, lyrical. Check this group out. This group is called DVSR. This motherfucker even looks like you, dude. He even looks like you. Raps like... maybe not raps like you because you got more of that... that je ne sais quoi. I'm not really sure how to say it. But, you know, this is my type of metal. Like, right? My type of metal. Your type of lyrics mixed together. It's a band called DVSR. Right? Check it out. Tell me you don't like this shit. I'm gonna put it up. Any jobs, Rip? Need a job? Quick. Where are you from? What state? I could get you into something real quick. I have 1,000 ideas for everyone else, just not any for myself. Fucking right, dude. What you think of this though? You remember last year? No, the year before? Me and I approached Terminator. You remember him? You remember him? I approached. There was another guy that was DJing a lot back in those days. Can't fucking remember his name. And Ustream. See, who else? Steven. There's a few people I tried to collaborate with. Anyways, point is, the fuck is his name? It's a black kid. You remember him. Sits in front of that fancy computer. He's got the booth. He's got people coming in and out. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember his name, though. Fuck. Anyways, I wanted to approach these dudes and, like, show them this. Show them DVSR. Give them a kind of a brief example of what I wanted to create musically. Maybe not exactly like that, but our styles, our influences kind of put on the board with that in mind, you know, with that in the background of our ears. Like, okay, well, this is sort of the direction that we're trying to go. I still want it to be hip-hop. I still want it to be funky, but I want it to be chunky too. You feel me? I want it to be chunky too. So, I mean, I got no problems with shit, you know, that dance feel. I even tried to create a genre one time called dance metal. You know what I mean? It was kind of cool. I enjoyed it. But, you know, anyways. Peter something. Australian conscious rap is always good. Peter something. Yeah, Peter Promo, right? Wasn't it? Peter Promo? No? Wasn't it Peter Promo? I can't fucking remember. It's too much of the weed, dude. So I just thought that would be really exciting stuff. Maybe not do it exactly like that, but you kind of get the drift. You kind of get the idea of what I'm hearing in my head, though. You know what I mean? I love hip hop, but I watch mostly metal. But I watch and mosh to metal. Oh, okay, I got you. I watch and mosh to metal. I'm talking like this, lyrical. I'm talking hardcore, conscious rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking with them types of lyrics that you be spitting them bars, them crazy shits. Like Hater Terminator spits about life, talking about past experiences and shit. With that type of shit behind it, I'm sorry. I would be the first in line to buy that fucking album. That's just me, though. Oh, I would absolutely love that. What up, motherfucker? Long time no chit chat. How the hell you been, my friend? Oh man, Lyric, yeah, it would be dope synced together with some hard verses. You see what the hell I'm trying to say right now? Was spitting in my head. This riff definitely would work. You see? You feel me? Yeah, man. Try out. You feel what I'm trying to say right now? This one is called "Walk in My Shoes." Tell me if you feel this one, man. This one right here this is more like life beat. You know, talking about life. CBC, what up? Doom Crew, what up? Just chilling, not bad. You, man, I'm doing good. Do you have Monster Hunter?
You made barbecue pizza.
If you do, hit me up. We'll play some. I'm gonna play after the stream. You already know I am. Yo, Lyrical. This one's called "Walk in My Shoes," man. This one's about life, man. Check it out. Check it out. Feeling that, right? Check it out. I'll turn this up more. Alright, here we go. Pretty much it right there. It just repeats it and then it goes back in, but that right there is pretty dope. I like it. But I've been working on that little hook. I like that. Yeah, I like that shit. It's pretty dope. Let's see. I was enjoying that. Just fucking stopped on me. Gotta come in chat. You play beats one day. Alright. I would love to do that, actually. Me and Hater Terminator did that one time. It was actually pretty cool. I can put the little headset in my ear so that way I can hear you and shit. I don't know how well it would match up through the time frame, through the lag, but it'll be pretty cool. I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. That would be the shit, honestly. But most of this is freestyling. Some of it isn't, some of it is. Some of it is structured.
Where will you be when the whole world comes together? The opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics, Friday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on NBC.
Hey, Mary! It kind of just started a little bit ago. some weird shit. Just like that. I'm gonna give you some weird shit. Just got home, Worm. Was you at the casino hanging out with your grandson, or was he buying stuff?
I think the cat's back there freaking out. Hello.
Look for one of them towels. There we go. This'll work. Kitties knocking my shit over.
Yep.
Will be a good session piece, man. Know when to get my friend Candy. So Candy's around. What up, Candy? How you doing? Okay, I'm off to game. Sweet. Definitely gonna keep an eye out. Word. French ladies in the building. What's going on? My cat just knocked my shit over. That's what's going on. You know what? Taking a fucking break. I am gonna want to talk AI technology here in a little bit. But I'm just feeling the guitar right now. But AI technology, let me just kind of set the table for the AI technology. Fuck your conspiracies, yeah? Let me just start the sentence off with this. Fuck your conspiracies. Fuck your flat earth. Fuck your government Illuminati bullshit. Fuck it all. Because you know why? AI, that's why. That shit's real. That shit scares me. That's the next conspiracy that this boy's about to get into. Alright, so table set. Fuck your conspiracies. That was what I say. Debate that. And we'll see where it goes. Because, man, I got some things to show you. robots doing backflips. I got a robot that crushed a girl's head. I got all kinds of stuff. All these algorithms that are being set up. How the new AI technology learns. Oh, it's going to be one hell of a cool conversation. I love this stuff. Breathe for this stuff. Honey, what are the chances?
Now you're pushing it.
Am I pushing it, guys? Am I pushing it? Shirley, can I get a coffee? I need a coffee, Shirley. Come on. But yeah, that would be a really good session. I would be excited. So, in the future, get ready for me and Lyrical Mass to probably hook up. Lyrical Mass and I, rather, to hook up. I'm not really sure. Maybe we could set it up in somebody's stream to promote it. Maybe I could get somebody that actually has numbers in their stream, because I don't really get too many. AI is a pretty scary word. So if I could get somebody that has numbers in their stream to promote Lyrical and I, that we're going to collab and try to do this little musical thing on the stream together, it might get a little popularity. Because I know if we just throw up a stream and nobody even knows about it, we're not going to get very many views. And that's tough because, we're two talented individuals. So hopefully, we at least generate 10, 15 people. I'd be happy with that. Hell, I only played for like 6 people on my birthday. If I can play for like 10, 15 people, maybe even 20, 30 people, I know that's pushing it, but if I could play for 10, 15 people, I'd be pretty happy with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But me and Lyrical Mass, I think that would be fucking awesome. Hater Terminator and I did it. And it was pretty goddamn cool. Seemed like it got a good reaction from everyone. And if you're wondering what the young man is puffing on, I got me some dabby doos. AI is pretty scary. Yeah, you goddamn know it. That's what I'm puffing on tonight. A little dab. I'm going to fly through this, though, if I don't get me some flour on my hands. Sweetheart, thank you. Fresh coffee. Oh, I did triple threes. All right.
That's how we do it on the farm.
Barbecue Pringles?
Wow. That was strong. That is literally the funniest thing I've heard tonight. Listen, baby. You hear what she said? No? Wow. That was strong coffee. You get it now? Okay, well, last comment she said is AI's scary, right? You gave me that coffee, I took a sip of it, and then played that song, and she said, wow, that was some strong coffee. Great guitar.
Or I put something in it.
Is that why you gave me a look when you left? What did you put in this?
It's mind altering.
Am I about to get high off some placebo now? Great. I don't know, I'm just trying new shit. I feel creative tonight. I don't know what to tell you. Trying to play shit that I like. Don't know what that was. All right.
took Delson. This is Charlie not coughing while not waking Zeus. And this is Charlie not coughing while getting really into Nana's party. Nothing lasts longer than Delson.
I don't know what I was doing there. I was just trying new stuff. What you watching over there, man?
Nothing.
Yeah, right. Don't fucking give me that shit. All right. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. I was just fooling around.
I solemnly swear
To love you.
because you have
But you gotta like it. I don't know. I just want to hear this one out for a second. All right. I've only heard this once, so be gentle with me. Fucking going wild over here.
That's how we do it. On the farm.
On the farm.
Barbecue Pringles? Pizza Pringles.
You made barbecue pizza.
Wow.
Wow.
Add a jalapeno.
Spicy barbecue pizza.
Wow.
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 Wow, you can stack different flavors?
Nobody asked you, Kevin!
Wow.
Stack flavors,
Wow.
make new ones.
Wow.
I've never heard this shit either. Sorry, Miss Riff, I didn't say hi. Oh,
Hi. Who's that?
little French lady.
Little French lady. How you doing?
Guess we're doing this one now. Because that's what I clicked.
Is the Senior Beats production.
Why does that sound rare? Weird? What happened there?
Is the Senior Beats production. Is the Senior Beats production. Is the Senior Beats production.
Does it really? That's awesome. That's sort of the effect I was trying to make. Kind of like a music video in a way, you know? People don't like music videos anymore. I've noticed that. MTV doesn't even do music anymore. You know, very rarely do they have, yeah. People don't care about music videos anymore. Great sound riff, thanks. I thought so too, yeah. I was digging on that one. I was digging on that one. Took me a second to, like, get it, though. You feel me? Alright. So I guess I've played long enough on the guitar. Suppose we'll get into AI technology. Are you bros ready? Well, I guess it's just you and me here, isn't it? So are you ready? Pull the TV in just a hair. Excuse me.
Pig.
Good enough.
Day 568 of our...
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. It's Alex Jones. Okay, if you go to...
figure out what's going on if you're in a closed group. And they post all this stuff, all these, whatever, anti-Hillary memes or whatever.
Right.
Pro-Donald Trump, like pro-Bernie.
Okay. So I'm going to rewind this conversation and kind of pause them as they go along and sort of kind of give you my thoughts on it, you know. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree, but this is one hell of a cool conversation. And I think it's about things that we do every day, you know. As far as creating algorithms on the videos that you select, on the things that you like, then it creates an algorithm for you, whether you believe it or not. What happens is, and I was just talking to my girlfriend earlier today about it. I was like, babe, how do you reset your algorithm? That's a good question. Because I feel like as you click on things, as you like things, then the YouTube or Google or wherever you're getting your shit from creates this kind of echo chamber that surrounds you. You know, so all you see are videos that agree with you. Videos that have your opinion. Videos that, you know, support what you're about. It never gives you anything shock value. It never throws a video in your algorithm that you might be like, whoa, you know, that might set you off. And I think that it's incredibly important to be set off sometimes, to be triggered, to be compelled, to be inspired. You know, just my opinion. So even as a political person, when you like videos that on politics and the YouTube constantly feeds me only right politics all the time. You know, I never see Young Turks in my shit. I never see Young Turks in my shit. I have to actively look up Young Turks to hear what they're talking about. I have to look up people that I don't listen to in order to get them into my algorithm. Now, I don't know why that is. You know, well, I kind of know why it is. I have my thoughts, I have my theories that they're trying to create this internet ghetto, this internet gulag that we all just kind of have to like go into, and then they can kind of privatize it, section it off, and then give it to the highest bidder, for example, and then that highest bidder is now exempt from whatever policies that they put us through, and then that's basically how it works. So that's neither here nor there. That's basically all software engineering. I want to talk more about physical. I want to talk more about hardware today. Hardware AI, okay? Now, what I'm trying to explain to you is that there's a way that these things learn now. There's a way that things can be cataloged, for example. Like, let's say I'm a streamer, right? I'm a streamer. Joe Rogan streams. He's got a podcast. He's got like almost 1,000 podcasts. There's enough material on the internet to basically take that and create what's called a judge, and then that judge judges everything that the AI would throw at it. So before, AI would just basically be created by these algorithms, and when the algorithms failed, you would go in and then fix the software in order to get it do whatever it was that you were trying to program it to do, right? So now that's not the case. Now the case is that they'll take the 900 and some odd episodes that Joe Rogan has and log it all into a terabyte of information. Boom, there's your judge. And then the AI just keeps creating clones and feeding it to the judge, feeding it to the judge, feeding it to the judge. And the judge is like, no, that doesn't work. You know, he frowns his eyes more when he disagrees with something. He talks a little bit differently than that. Throw it out, throw it out, throw it out, throw it out, throw it out. Until eventually they come up with a calculation that is you. That is you, my man. I recently looked at a pair of shoes on the website, and they are coming back to me all the time on the side of whatever page I am looking at. Well, that's marketing tactics. That's not exactly what I'm talking about, but it's fucking close. But, yeah, so it just feeds the judge over and over. And the judge throws it out constantly until it narrows it down to what King NorCal was good. I'm talking about AI right now. And it narrows it down to what the AI, the jury, and the judge can all agree on is a calculation that is as close to you or as close to whatever it is that they're trying to simulate. Could be anything. I don't fucking care what it is. I'm about to show you that they did it to a goddamn tomato processor. All right? Now, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, big deal, Riff. It's just a tomato processor. Try to think big here. Try to think outside the box, okay? The AI learns at a rapid rate. A rapid rate. We have now changed AI incredibly, okay? So that's what I'm trying to explain to people. So fuck your conspiracies, okay? This is the table I'm setting right now. Fuck your conspiracies. Fuck your flat earth. Fuck all your bullshit. Because I think this is the next conspiracy that is going to be the hot ticket that everyone's going to nail on board. Because, man, I'm about to show you some videos today. I'm about to show you a video of robots doing backflips. A lady got her head crushed. I'm about to show you the video of the tomato processor. And Joe Rogan and this guy is one of the software programmers for shit like this. And him and this guy are just talking about the future of AI and, you know, what it could mean to our everyday life. Now, that just goes back to what I'm trying to say. What's to stop them from creating a judge of you? What's to stop them from creating a judge of anything? So what I'm trying to tell you is that they're down the road, maybe down the road, you know, this is the conspiracy, right? That they're going to create not only human beings, but that's easy to do. That's easy for these guys to do. No problem. They could create human beings. But what they're going to do is create supreme beings. That's what I'm trying to say. Beings that can calculate algorithms at an alarming rate, that can exact things and do things better than anyone else. They're basically going to be monoliths. They'll be known as tech gods. And that's exactly what these fucking people worship anyways. Tech gods, technocrats. A technocracy is what they want. If you don't know what transhumanism is and what a technocracy is, then you need to look that shit up. I could do it for you right now if you want, but that's up to you. So, without further ado, table's set. We all have our meals now. We all have our silverware. Let's get into this.
So I think that it's entirely possible that we're the only advanced life form in the universe. Or it's entirely possible that there are incredibly advanced life forms that really aren't interested in us.
Yeah, or we're being quarantined.
Yeah, that's possible too. I mean, look at our fucking president. We have a wacky president that just lies all the time. I mean, out of his fucking mind.
I think they probably started quarantining us a bit earlier than that.
Yeah, but I mean, you would go, these people don't know what the fuck they're doing. We need to figure out if they're going to blow each other up and pay close attention to them, see if they don't poison their water. Like, figure out what they're going to do first before we give them new technology or communicate with them.
If there's things out there, it's probably machines.
Whoa.
I think it's, you look at the advances in AI and stuff that's going on now. I don't think there's many civilizations can really survive.
I think biological life has its time.
Yeah, because people talk about like Terminator and Skynet and things like that, and the robots taking over. And I think that's actually a real problem. I think you've seen like these robots.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're pretty crappy now, but they've got to the stage where they can do backflips and things.
Mm-hmm.
And it not too much further along the line, like 100 years from now, it's like a blink of the universe's eye. We'll have robots that can do everything that humans can do and more.
Absolutely,
so
100%. Indistinguishable too from people.
Yeah, and how
if they choose to be.
But not just indistinguishable. They will be humans plus. They'll be like gods.
Yes. Yeah.
They will be able to do hundreds, thousands, or millions of times more powerful than humans in terms of their processing power, and hundreds of times more powerful in terms of their strength.
And that's 100 years from now.
Yeah.
We're really close to that.
Yeah, because it's going to be an explosive thing. There's this thing in AI now called, I'll write it down because I forgot what it was. Generative Adaptive Networks, which is this way of doing AI where the robots basically teach themselves. Yeah, one robot who is judging things, and there's one robot that's creating things. And the robot that's creating things teaches the robot that's judging things how to judge, and the robot that's judging things teaches the creating robot how to create. And then they just go back and forth, back and forth. So the old way of doing AI was like you would teach a robot to do things, and you'd correct it when it gets wrong, and you tweak the algorithm. But now you've got these robots that are learning things incredibly, incredibly rapidly by teaching themselves how to do things. And the humans who are running these robots don't actually understand how this actually works. You end up with this huge, big matrix of numbers, which no one can actually decipher, but the results come out of it. They've got things like now where you can take a scene in a video and you can turn night into day, or you can turn a snow scene into a summer scene.
Yeah.
Because they can, the robots, the AI knows how to do these things. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more coming down the line.
Yeah, I saw something that was incredibly disturbing. They said that when robots become sentient, like when they have the ability to make up their own decisions and do things for themselves, and first thing they're going to do is improve upon their own design.
Yeah.
And will be able to have 10,000 years of human if humans were evolving technology, a robot or a sentient AI.
I don't know, man.
Do 10,000.
Like, I don't know. Like, there's was some spooky language going on with Facebook saying that they were trying to create an algorithm to kind of process information at a fast rate to basically ban things. We could get on that on another topic. That's a whole nother topic. But anyways, that the two AI robots, like he was just talking about, how one judges and one creates, and they start going back and forth. Well, it started creating this jibber jabber language on Facebook and whatnot, and we didn't understand it, obviously. But who knows? Who can say for sure if the robots didn't understand it? They might have just straight up created their own language, just like that. Bleep blop language, jibber jabber language. That's just crazy. And I could put up videos of two AIs friggin' arguing about if they're computers or not, or if they're real, and stuff like that. Weird things, like if you ask Alexa if it works for the government, it like shuts down or acts up. It's weird.
Years worth of technological advancement in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And
is that real?
Yeah, because computers just run so much faster.
Just think about that number. Yeah. 2 weeks. So think about how long ago 10,000 years ago was. Yeah. First civilization.
It's probably a little bit optimistic in terms of like actual physical development, because they can't make prototypes fast enough to try them out.
Maybe they can. They don't sleep. They keep going.
Yeah, they will. They'll have these little robots. Then
it's going to be fucked.
Yeah, robots can move so much faster than people.
What do? Kill them?
Go back to like
a pioneer? Some nice axe?
Some scientists are saying that we should put the brakes on this AI.
A lot of them, right?
Yeah.
But it's a funny thing. It seems like we're like moving towards the edge of the cliff, and everyone's going, "Hey, we should probably hit the brakes soon."
But it's also such a lucrative thing for people to do, because if you get really good AI, you can sell it.
Right.
Yeah, and the army is going to want robot soldiers. Yeah, you got these drones with guns mounted on them. Yeah, if you can imagine, you got like
that scares the shit out of me. What are you showing me here, James?
I'm gonna hit play. It's really fast. It's sorting ripe tomatoes really quick. It'll slow it down here in a second, so you can see how fast it's doing.
Whoa. How can it see the... Oh, my God.
yeah.
So it sees the green tomatoes and it just knocks them out?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because the computer is essentially seeing what we're seeing now. It's like
But
seeing
how is
slow
it
motion.
hitting them so perfect? That's insane. So as they're coming down this ramp, these computers are... Oh, my God, that's in real time?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
So it's got this computer vision that's processing it. And because computers they're fast enough to do this now,
Oh, my God, we're fucked.
it's just going to get faster.
We're so fucked. That scares the shit out of me more than the backflipping robot.
But imagine that backflipping robot can
Doing
actually
this.
move
Yes.
really fast.
Yeah, well, that's what Elon Musk
Yeah,
said.
it's
That
gonna-
you won't be able to see him
You won't
unless
see
you
it.
have a strobe light.
Yeah, and they're going to be like super accurate at shooting things. You just take your eye out.
Yeah, they're not going to have any trigger panic. They're just going to be able to just execute.
They'll be like robot.
Yeah, that's easy actually. But try to think about what they're saying about. You know what I'm saying? Fatality, what's going on? Try to think about what they're saying, man. How you doing, fatality? Imagine adding that to the robot that does the backflips, and he's talking about just triggers. Pop, 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 pop. I mean, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that tomato processor, whatever you want to call it, controlling a gun instead? Instead of fingers, pop, pop, pop. It's a gun. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 with no hesitation, no... Man.
God damn it. So that's real. That's a real conspiracy. Put down the chemtrails, walk away from the flat earth, and understand that there's sentient robots. What did you... Okay, you have a background in computers. What was your take on that whole thing when Google had to shut down these two computers communicating with each other because they started talking in a language that they didn't understand?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about there with the generative adaptive networks. They didn't have to shut them down.
But they did, because they were a little freaked out.
Oh, they had to shut them down because they couldn't do anything with them.
Right.
It was the two computers talking to each other in gobbledygook. So if it was something interesting, they would have kept them and studied it.
But do you think that they knew what the computers were saying? The computers knew what they're saying to each other, or no?
No, it's just some kind of loop that they got stuck in. It probably wasn't particularly intelligent or anything.
Well, it's so much more ominous to say that they
it's not like
invented a language.
They weren't like plotting to take over the world.
What the fuck?
It's because we aren't there yet.
What
If they could do that, they would.
What up, Shuggy?
The first things computers do is sexually harass each other. They send computer dick pics.
What would that even look like?
What's the AI gender going to be? Has anyone decided?
The first thing AIs do when they become conscious
Maybe
is sexually harass each other.
With all this crazy push to accept 78 different gender pronouns and non-binary people and all this stuff that didn't exist in the past. Maybe maybe there's like a natural inclination in the human species to move towards a genderless prototype of the future. We went into this in depth yesterday.
Scared the crap out of them.
Obviously. We did a podcast where we were talking about like what an alien is, the archetype alien with the big head and the very thin body and the mouth that's like barely visible. And that I think that this is probably what we see ourselves becoming when we have some sort of a symbiotic relationship with technology, where technology becomes a part of us, when we have the ability to manipulate genes, which is absolutely coming, and then we have this enormous head, which, I mean, look at our heads, right?
It's not very practical, the enormous head.
Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about this recently.
It's not very practical.
They were talking. He was talking to Ray Kurzweil in a podcast that I was listening to. Ray Kurzweil, the futurist, and they were talking about the size of a human head, and that a human head could only get so big because of the mortality issue with the mother. Like if the mother could not give birth, the head can only be so big. And that's
third-party
Monitoring over the skull.
And our heads are so
more
big,
than two, or
that we have to be born like almost helpless, as opposed to like other animals that are born. They're pretty agile. Like,
let me get this straight. I'm trying to wrap my head around all this crazy shit. All right, so there's a judge robot and a creator robot, and they teach each other. And then are you trying to tell me that these two robots, right here. There's another robot back here watching them. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? So they're going back and forth doing their thing, while another robot is just sitting back watching, like, okay, like a mega robot just sitting back there, just, okay, Humans was watching. Oh, humans was watching? I wonder if there's some supercomputer monitoring the AI computers, learning what the AI computers are doing. Oh my God, I think I've just gone crazy.
Right out of the box, like a deer or a horse or something like that. Even primates, like young primates, have very little body fat on them, and they're much stronger than a young human baby. Yeah. And that the design of the vagina and the head leaves like little room for advancement in the state that we are now.
As far as it can go.
But if we move away, I was thinking from vaginas, not nothing wrong with vaginas, ladies. That's not what I'm saying.
There's nothing wrong with your vagina, ladies. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, something. Yeah. They can put together in some sort of a new concoction, some sort of a new artificial womb that doesn't have any size constraints.
Why would you want a big head, though?
Well, if you don't give a fuck about what you look like, the big head would allow you to see the future. You'd have massive cut like that. That's a freaky one.
It's not really because it has a big head.
Well, there's that version of the alien, or there's the bodybuilder alien from Prometheus, which seems less likely.
Yeah,
that one I didn't get that at all.
He's just a grunt, I think. Just a message.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. No, but I think like with the big head thing, like I don't think you need to grow bigger brains to be humans. You could probably do a lot better by having some kind of implant.
Right.
Some kind of silicon type thing in there, a little computer running in your brain.
But what if you had a huge computer, like 100 iPhones? Dun, dun, dun.
You can't really have bigger brains as well because there's a limit to the blood supply. Like your brain is already using like
if you're using 30%. Blood.
So you can have to like oxygen tanks strapped to your back too.
What if we go away from all that stuff? What if they figure out some sort of a fission way to, just have like whoa, what is this?
What's before there's a lamb out and had it in an artificial womb and it survived for a few weeks at least. It was growing.
Up are we? Well, like a few weeks, it worked a little, sort of.
Science fiction.
Now what?
Maybe real.
But I think that's entirely possible for the future. And then the idea of human beings moving away from biological bodies.
Wow.
And if they figure out a way to download consciousness, which is one of Kurzweil's things, right? They figure out a way to get to a point where
6
consciousness
times already,
is something that can be transferred.
Word?
Yeah. That's a freaky idea there.
Freaky to me because of someone like Kim Jong-un. He makes 1,000 of himself and, puts them all over the world.
Well, it's like, what if, like, your consciousness gets taken over, but you actually die.
Whoa.
And this robot facsimile of you is what continues. What if you make 2 copies of yourself?
Yeah. One of them is a skydiver, the other you try out bull riding.
Because if you can download someone's consciousness, you can copy it.
You imagine if that's what you decided to do, you just do all reckless shit with one of your bodies. Like you start MMA fighting.
And then would you download that experience back into your other body?
Lucky it wasn't hooked up to
but just die.
Wait. Are you suggesting that AI conquered
steroids, and you have the other body
conquered us
working out the Olympic training center and turn the other body into like a super athlete? And then the one that you're skydiving and doing backflips with.
I think the augmented brains are going to come along before.
You think so, Norval? What up, man?
With AI that's coming along is like chatbots on the internet, actually creating content.
Yes.
Not just like creating like talking things like posts on YouTube. They can create pictures like these networks I was talking about can actually create videos that look like real videos. So I think you're going to get actual content creators, which are artificial intelligence, like YouTube personalities that are actually artificial intelligence. Yeah.
Jesus.
But some of them will be overt, like, here's Google's new bot, posting on the internet, going, hey, everybody, I'm Google. And then you'll get AIs pretending to be real people. And then you'll get...
That shit was in Fallout, remember? Fallout?
In thousands,
AIs pretending to be real people?
Of social media accounts trying to influence people.
Wow.
And you talk about, like, botnets and things, but they're just, like, people just posting shit, like reposting memes and things. What if you actually get an artificial intelligence that can actually hold a conversation with someone, and an artificial intelligence that's actually more intelligent than the person that you're holding the conversation with? It will be able to manipulate that person and control them. And since it's a computer doing it.
I wonder if that's what Alexa's trying to do.
Millions of them. And you could do all kinds of targeted, like, social media campaigns.
Well,
where,
don't they say that's going on right now?
Yeah, but they're not actually like it's not artificial intelligence having a real conversation with people. We're on the verge of that, but they're not.
What up, lazy?
That will go out and attack people.
Yeah,
they do have things on those.
But those simplistic things.
Elon Musk, yeah,
you can tell they're a bot fairly easily.
Arguments for simulation theory.
I
know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's a bot. There'll be someone who would be, in a few decades, there'll be artificial intelligences that will be just as intelligent as you or me, and will be able to have the same conversations on social media that you and I can have on social media right now, and people wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I mean, we already
famous test in.
We already have bots on social media that pose as friggin'
sits in a room
as a channel just to spam the shit out of you. I mean, how far away are from what they're talking about? Having an AI actually have a conversation with you.
So there's been very limited successes with that. If you like restrict the topics to just baseball or Britney Spears or something like that, they have these very limited domains that they can talk about. But if you get a general purpose AI that is actually intelligent and has goals to change someone's mind about something like politics, you could have a real problem.
Well, we were talking about, Duncan and I yesterday were saying, think about someone creating an artificial version
reality is the weirdest
based
thing.
on the hundreds of hours of his audio recordings. Because he has so many podcasts.
Do you think when you die all the answers are there? Do you think when you die, like, it's like, like that's what the hell
1,000 episodes
that was about?
And take those 1,000+ episodes and take my opinions and the way I describe things, the way I talk. Which, I mean, like, if you're talking to me in a podcast like this, you're just talking to me. This is what I talk like. So, and you get a bunch of variables, right? You get me excited, me depressed, me shocked, me sad, me happy. You would have so much to choose from.
Yeah.
You could kind of like fill in the blanks and guess pretty accurately how I would react or respond to certain things.
One of the episodes of Black Mirror, British TV show.
Great show.
Yeah, it was about some woman whose husband had died, but she had all this video of him. There was a service that set up an AI version of him, and it starts out small, like it's someone who would post on social media as him, and eventually it grew to be this big
don't
thing.
Tell me, don't spoiler alert me.
All right.
I just watched an episode of it the other day.
Is it good? Saving that one for you. I didn't want to tell you about it.
Thank you.
It's a good episode.
Oh, it's so good. I watched one the other day about the
Black
video
Mirror.
games
They're saying that's a good episode.
That thing in the back of your head. Did you see that one? It's in the new season. Yeah. It's episode 2. Sure. God damn, it's good. That's a great show.
New one's come out in a couple weeks. 3 weeks, man.
It's a good show.
Good
Mrs. Rogan does not like it, though. It's freaked out.
It is a bit creepy.
I think she hears too much of that shit from me, too.
Black Mirror episode? That's a good-ass show.
Technology in the future and the possibilities.
But yeah, like making a fake Joe Rogan is something that, is possible to a degree.
Super easy.
Right now, you can probably do something if they put enough resources in just Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
They could have something.
You've seen them all?
This type of, the generative adversarial networks. This thing where they've got one judge and one generator. They'll have one AI that just tries to make Joe Rogans. And then they'll have another AI an expert at detecting the real Joe Rogan. And it'll have all this real material to go by. And then this will keep feeding things to this. And it'll say, that's not quite right. He doesn't say like that. He narrows his eyes when he's confused. And
wow.
And eventually it will come up with something that resembles you.
Well, then it becomes a thing of like, how do you know you're you, and how do you know you're talking to someone else that's them? Like, here's the thing. Let's just say, why'd you leave this rubber dick just sitting right here, man? That's just rude.
What the fuck?
Chris Ryan gave me a rubber dick. Sorry, I just noticed it. I looked over, had a comment. Let's say if say your father died, which is one of Ray Kurzweil's big things. One of his primary motivations is to recreate his father. He lost his father when he was young, and he believes that through the advent of artificial intelligence and through the data that he's collected, the recordings of his father and the images, that one day he will literally be able to communicate with his father again.
That would be amazing.
I don't know if that's real, but I do know that someone like Duncan, say if my friend Duncan died, it's entirely possible that within the next 50 years, they're going to be able to create a version of Duncan, and Duncan can come over and say hi. Dude, I'm back. Hey, crazy. I was dead, and I won't even know. I won't know if it's really Duncan.
You've got to watch this episode of Black Mirror then.
Okay, don't tell me anymore. Don't tell me anymore.
Is it? I'm trying to remember where I found this. I think
Pet Cemetery is the only way, right?
Been on Radio Lab.
Goddamn right.
Dadbot.
Delic, what's good, man?
Literally a text. He'd used all of his dad's
How you doing, brother?
text messages between himself and him, and then made a.
But nothing like the real thing. Just saying.
And I think his brother can use it too.
Yeah.
They can just send generic messages like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he sends something that he would have sent back.
I mean, your dad's like, "Shut up, faggot." Your dad just says rude shit to you. You little pussy, you're never gonna amount to nothing. Oh, dad bod.
Yeah,
oh, dad bod.
He would do that. Yeah. You can probably tweak it a bit though. You can ask his dad. Yeah. That type of thing is coming though. Like, you know,
oh my God, I don't know if you missed that, but he's like they wanted to create this AI technology to have like algorithms to basically say things back to his son, and they called it Dadbot. And he was making fun of it. He's like, "Get you pussy, you'll never amount to nothing." Oh, Dadbot. Don't talk to me like that, Dadbot.
And it's not like very good.
Oh, that's fucked right up, dude.
Did you like Ex Machina?
You were nominated, bro.
What was that?
The movie, you never saw it?
And the award show, heads up.
I did see it. But
all right, when is it?
I forget movies very quickly.
That one. That's an amazing one.
What's the plot real quick?
The plot was there was like this one.
Right,
See that? Yeah.
Where
there was some
she's in a house.
Super scientist who lived in the middle of nowhere, and had to be flown into him, and he had created that guy right there, created artificial intelligence, and then went over the Turing test and everything in that too. It's one of my favorite movies. That's one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It hit so close to home, and there was so little cut the shit in that movie. You know, I describe movies based on the cut the shit scenes.
Thank you.
Like, some movies are like, what?
Thank you very much.
Just cut the shit. How the hell did that happen? There was none of that in that movie to me. That movie to me was like, wow, like this all could.
Did it already happen, or did I miss it?
Future robot.
Always miss things.
So much of it is just trying to make.
I'm such a gamer.
Just like a human.
I'm too busy gaming.
Robots are not going to be.
March 3rd, 4 p.m. Nominated. Keep it 100. All right. March 3rd.
Robots that are doing work.
I'll mark it on my calendar. Heard that, babe?
It's not very practical. There will be robots that look exactly like humans, but that's just one aspect of it.
I just got home from work. I'm about to pass out. V-Twin, what up?
Robot. It's knocking.
Get yourself some sleep, man. What the hell are you doing in here, brother?
For it to be functional is not to look like a person.
Exactly.
It's to have these multiple fingers that can knock away these green tomatoes.
Yeah. So why build something around the limitations of the human body?
This is the same guy that is in that Black Mirror episode too.
Oh, crazy.
AI guy.
Do you think they're gonna do a reboot or a sequel to Ex Machina? I'd heard they were going to.
Sure, why wouldn't? I mean, why wouldn't they?
Fucking better.
It was a really good movie, made a bunch of money.
Coach, what's up?
Amazing.
You got to tell your people to vote for you.
I am worried about that. I am worried, and I'm also.
Where do they vote? On your stream? Do they vote on your stream, or is there another place that we vote?
That when someone like that worries and starts talking about it, and I'm like, well, who is paying?
Enjoy your Chinese, my man. Enjoy that.
How many people are really at the forefront? And is it possible to pull that back? Because I'm aware of what the United States is up to in terms of like what gets printed in the news. Obviously, I'm not really aware. But when you get further than that, like China, Russia, like we have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, and they must be doing this type of thing.
They must be, and if you don't, they will.
Yeah,
and it's one of those things.
AI is something they don't need this huge physical infrastructure. Like they don't need a big military or anything to do like cyber warfare with AI.
Fuck.
So they could be developing all this artificial
intelligence. Stepford Wives AI.
Like
Westworld. Many movies about that. Oh, word?
Vote for the different guy.
Or
or just infiltrate all our power stations and shut them all down.
On stream PS4 using polls
today with
all right, you heard
the conversations regarding politics.
Yeah, he's got his own polls.
Whether or not Russia hacked the election, it's because people are so concerned with
he's got his own polls.
Their party to be innocent and the other party to be guilty, and describing all the
am I coming in nice and clear?
The Russians did and the interference and all of the the subterfuge that's being used. That I think we're missing out on this idea that you can electronically affect the way people think about things if you have enough resources to attack an idea with propaganda through
right.
bots.
Yep.
And this is something that you see all the time.
Just pausing real quick, because we saw that this past election. I don't give a shit if you like Hillary or Trump. I don't give a fuck. But we saw exactly what he's talking about. Bots just attacking, feeding the news. That's when the whole fake news term got made. Hell, that's when I decided to turn this stream into what it is today. Was during the whole fake news. The bots just feeding the internet with bullshit. The PS4 app has voting polls available, bro. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yep. So, yeah, I'll be there March 3rd, 4 p.m. Y'all heard that? March 3rd, 4 p.m. Y'all heard that? Deluxe Life. Voting polls available.
Vote for my baby.
So, I'm going to probably do a stream about it, possibly. Bring a little more light to it, but yeah, for real. Screw dead, loved one. Give me a sex robot. Oh shit. If your loved one dies, you give him a sex robot. How messed up is that?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that Russia did was posted in closed groups on Facebook. So it's something that you really wouldn't be able to see happening. Like if
you have to be a part of the group.
Yeah,
so someone infiltrates.
Yeah, they join these groups,
right?
And they have not bots so much, but like
paid people.
Workers.
Yeah,
like they have
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
All these people are typing away.
I'm just visioning it in my head.
Out these stories. And
thank you, bro. Respecting you and your family. All right, man. Yeah, I'll definitely put the word out.
If you're in a closed group. And they post all this stuff, all these, whatever, anti-Hillary memes or whatever.
Right.
Pro Donald Trump, like pro Bernie.
Yeah, I saw
they're trying
one
to
of them.
Push a certain narrative.
One of them where the guy got busted because he accidentally had on his location and it showed that he was in Russia. And, he's some guy with make hashtag MAGA, and, with the American flag and his avatar and the whole deal.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to figure out exactly what happened. But it's going to be even harder in the future, though, because people will be covering the tracks a lot better. They're learning what works.
But it's really hard to figure out what's real and what's not real right now.
Yeah.
Remember Wag the Dog? What was that, like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
In that movie, they described the possibility of faking these conflicts and having this fake video and having movie directors film everything, and that would influence the way people thought about world conflicts.
What are you doing in here? I'm trying to conquer you.
More realistic.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
You were pretty close.
With me and all my other humans. We're going to conquer you.
Just basically sample audio and create.
Me and all the hobbits. We're going to get together.
Yeah, that was a radio.
We will get the ring
they did it,
where it belongs.
A little crude, but like most things, I mean, you go back to the very first Oculus Rift, which was only a few years ago, and it was
the first Oculus Rift, man. That shit blew a lot of people's minds. Even if it looked like shit, it was still like
spectacular.
Still put you in the world.
You can still tell
it was still
it's
wild,
not real. But man, the experience is so much more immersive.
Yeah, I remember reading a book back in the 90s. I think it's Less Than Zero by Bret Easton Ellis.
Yeah,
and there's a scene in that where they map somebody's face onto like a porn actor. And at the time, I thought that was the most ridiculously stupid thing I've ever heard of, because it would never possibly work, and there's no way of getting that degree of accuracy. And now I've got an app in my iPhone that actually does it to a reasonable degree, where it's quite hard sometimes to see what's going on. There's this thing called Mug Life, which is it's just a toy app where you take a picture of yourself, and it instantly maps it onto a 3D face, and you can do all these expressions, and you can say these things. It has these meme generators, and it's basically it's that type of thing which I thought was ridiculous speculation 20 years ago, but now it's come to pass.
Well, there's an article that I tweeted today about Gal Gadot, who is the woman from Wonder Woman. They'd use an algorithm and they tape her face onto a porn video.
Yeah.
So they have her doing porn, and it looks just like her. You can kind of tell a little bit that it's not her, but not much. It's enough where you're like, whoa, they're going to get really good at this, and then they'll be able to have you doing anything. You could be a murderer. They can have you outside murdering people, and then put that on the news.
Man.
And then by the time they retract
that is awesome.
you know, they say, oh, Mick West wasn't really out there just gunning people down. It was someone else. Your neighbors don't trust you anymore. You have to move. The damage is done.
This sounds like a great movie.
Not
it's
that
not
I
a movie, though.
Support, like, a lot of the fucking hysterics and the craziness that Trump tweets and all the different shit that he tweets. But occasionally they get things wrong, and they make stories about him, like the CNN Russia story where they had to fire those 3. Yeah. Well, after they had fired those reporters who had made these erroneous connections and had this like flaw-ridden piece, they fired them. But the story had already been written. Like, this is, I guess there's a rush to get things out there, and they're trying very hard. But you got to be very careful, because once something's out there, that initial thing of being out there is so much more powerful than any retraction.
Yeah, it's really hard to get retractions out because the original thing just goes so much more than the retraction.
Yeah, especially if it's crazy.
Man. So what do you guys think about all that? That was one hell of a conversation, I think. With the AI technology, with the fingers and the tomatoes and shit. Man, you take the tomatoes away and turn the tomatoes into people, and instead of fingers, you turned it into guns, and next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom. The algorithm is the algorithm. It's still the same. It still learns the same. It's just, you know, are you going to put it in evil hands? Are you going to put it in good hands? It really doesn't matter. All you need are prototypes. Prototypes that can be run by these AI and basically do the things that you need to do. So, pretty interesting. You know, so like Joe Rogan said, throw away your chemtrails, forget about flat earth, because this shit is a lot more interesting. Truly is, though. But, yeah, for real. I think I'm gonna pop out of here and go play some Monster Hunter, because I am really itching to go play that. I'm having, like, serious withdrawals. I'm hungry. I think my girlfriend's hungry. And I'm gonna go make some food. So, man. So, I'm gonna leave you with this. Fuck chemtrails, fuck AI, or fuck all that bullshit. AI is the best conspiracy on the market right now. So I gotta leave you, bros. You know what I'm saying? But I always leave you the same way.
It's a good feeling when you're able to find people who like to play the kinds of things you like to play.
It is.
That's one thing that helps to make friends.
Yes, it is.
Playing together.
Playing together.
It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling, you know, that
I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more conspiracies for you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. As always. So, March 3rd, he said, right?
March 3rd.
4 p.m. I am one of the nominees, so if you want to see your boy win the Delic Prize, then vote for me. I hope I get the music award or something like that. Either the news award or the music award, because that's what I do. That's what I do. But, alright, bros. You guys are the best.
Generation upon...
Shut the hell up. You guys are the best. I will see you guys on the next run. Bye, neighbors. See you later.